Hi, welcome to my channel. I put the microphone way too far away from me. Hopefully you can hear me now. I'm Tracy, the Everyday Psychic, and I am up close and personal because I'm trying to keep the glare off my glasses. I'm so sorry. These are my reading glasses. I'm blind without contacts, and then now I'm blind without reading glasses and I can't read anything. So today I saw an article this morning on a weight loss drug called Wegovy, and it just made me want to do a video about it. First of all, because I was like, ooh, can I try it? Because I have been fat for a lot of my life. Um, I also want to say for entertainment purposes, I am an intuitive, so obviously I am not a medical doctor. So you would always, well, you'd have to go to a doctor anyway to get prescribed this. Um, I just want to talk a little bit about weight and then just look at this medicine. Is it the new dream weight loss drug that we who are overweight have all been hoping for? As an adult, I'm 50 years old, and I was a chunky kid. No, I was a fat kid. I wasn't a chunky kid. I was a fat kid. And so I understand weight. When I was about 16, I don't know, one day I just woke up and it was like, I'm tired of this. And I stopped eating basically sugar. And this was 1,000 years ago. So, of course, um, I think back then the whole thing was don't eat fat. So everything was fat free, filled with sugar, but fat free. But for whatever reason, I woke up one day and we always had pancakes and waffles for breakfast and, um, ice cream sundaes and cake and all this lovely candy, all this wonderful stuff. And I just stopped. I ate regular food, if I remember, whatever my family was eating. I just didn't eat dessert. I didn't eat the sweets for after dinner. I think I did have like a half a cup of fat-free ice cream. That was my dessert. And I lost 70 pounds. And so then I spent the next decade fluctuating probably, 10, 15 pounds, but still keeping it. I was active. I was always active even when I was young. And so I kept it off. Then I got pregnant, gained a bunch of weight, and I got most of it off, but now, I've kept 20 pounds or so. But I was still really healthy. I was very active. I wasn't an astronomical weight. It just was more than I wanted, but it was fine. I was aware of it. I was certainly aware of my weight, but um it wasn't so much that it was my every thought. And then I had my second child and I gained actually less weight with her, but then I didn't get it off so quickly. Um, Actually, I'm telling the story wrong. I'm so sorry. I was actually there. Believe it or not, I was there for this whole story. I did actually lose a lot of weight after my first child when I got tired of that extra 20 pounds. Then I lost, I think, 50 pounds or something. I got pregnant with my second, and her, I did not gain as much, but I didn't lose as much afterwards. Then my daughter had cancer, and then all bets were off, and I am the rotund Rubenesque woman you see now, or you see from there on up. Um, so I've always been interested in weight because it's always been, if not on the forefront of my mind, it's always been on the back of my mind. I think I did try, my father and I both, I did Weight Watchers and took Metabolife. I don't know if anyone remembers that back in the day, but it was basically speed. And I was at a very healthy weight, and my husband could tell you I was the biggest bitch in the world because I never slept because you could not sleep. It was the craziest thing. And no, my house was not spick and span clean. So if I guess if I'm going to be on meth, because I think that's what it was, At least I should have had a clean house, but I didn't. I had a house that looked like I had a baby, which I did. Um, anyway, the moral of this story is I know about being fat. I know about being overweight. I find it interesting that it is true when I go into the doctor, I broke a rib, it's because I was fat. If I get a cold, it's because I'm fat. Everything's because I'm fat. And I've been following this new acceptance, fat acceptance movement. And there's truth to that too. Their diets might work for a small percentage of people, but the problem is when you stop dieting, you gain the weight back. And most people cannot maintain that diet for the rest of their life. In my life, I have lost 70 pounds, I've lost 50 pounds, and I think I lost 40 pounds. Those are the big ones. I've lost lots of little times and then gained afterwards. It is a true story. And in studies, most of the time, once people stop dieting, they gain more than they lost. And that has been my experience to the point that in fact, I tried a diet earlier this year. And because I'm old and ancient, I didn't lose that much weight. And when I finally gave up, and it's a drive. If you're not fat, you don't understand this. It's a drive to eat, like your body is going, stop it. I need my fat insulating to be safe so we're not starving to death. It's not your mind. It's something inside you that pushes you to do it. And I don't think people really understand that, especially skinny people who've never dealt with weight. They don't understand that. It's not willpower. It's something totally different. So earlier in the year, I think I lost like, I don't know, 6 pounds or something. And then I gained 12 after. And I really thought, why am I even trying this dieting? Because all it does is make me miserable while I'm doing it, and then miserable after when I gain all this weight back plus. But at the same time, that being said, I am a very active person, and it is more difficult to be active when I'm heavy. I understand the fat acceptance. I understand trying to stop the negative aspects of fat, using the word fat. I understand all that. To me, there's no clear-cut answer right now. Yes, most of us that are fat do understand if you eat vegetables and fruit and chicken, you're going to lose weight. But we also understand that if you do that long enough, your body or something inside you fights back and says, I need real food now. I need something beyond that chicken and that broccoli. So I don't know what the answer is, but anyway, this is why this morning I saw this article on Wegovy, and I thought I'd like to look into that. I would like to see what Spirit says, what the cards say about Wegovy. Is it good? Is it bad? Is it long term? Does it work? Does it not work? Are the side effects something we don't want to deal with? What can the cards, what can Spirit tell us about Wegovy? So I've already done some shuffling, and I have to tell you, I always, as I'm shuffling, I watch the cards, and right off the bat, I got the idea that it does work, but as soon as you stop using it, just like everything else, the weight comes back. And some of the side effects can really hurt some people. Not everybody, but there is, I think, a little more worry about the side effects than we're being told. But it does seem like, oh, okay, yeah. See, these cards are not at all. I mean, they're working on it. It has potential. It really does have potential. Okay. You know, I have to tell you, it's still a work in progress. These are not cards I would love to see when I'm looking into a medicine that I myself would be interested in taking. Um, it's not. I don't think everything has been figured out about this medicine yet. It's still. I know they've done trials on it, but I think there's still a little more work that needs to be done on this. I don't think it's quite there, but I do think the work's going to be done. I do think the work's going to be done. And um, the basis of it does seem, the basis of this medicine does seem to be in the right direction. It is heading in the right direction. This is in our what we don't know. The idea behind this medicine, I believe, is a good idea. Um, Maybe it's not quite perfected to where it needs to be, although I can't imagine them pulling it once it's been released to improve it, because I can't get past, I can't ignore these cards. These are there. You can't ignore them. But those are like now. Those are now. So the current version, but these are good cards. Like this is in the unknown. So to me, what this says is they're on the right track. This medicine is on the right track to maybe a medicine that could really help people like me, like people who have struggled their entire life. Um, I really, I have hope. I have high hopes for this medicine. I got to be honest with you. I have high hopes. It's going to give help to those who need it. That's actually really exciting to me. This medicine will give hope to those who need it. Wow, that's actually exciting. I didn't actually see that ending that way. So for myself, you of course always talk to your doctor. If you have a weight issue, you've struggled like I have, talk to your doctor, find out if this is right for you or if you should wait. Um, but I can't get past this. This is the end card. This is help being given to those who need it. So that's really exciting to me. This medicine, if maybe not in the current state, or maybe it needs a little more study, a little more time, but it is the key, or it is on the right track to being a help for those of us who need help with our weight. That's so exciting to me, because I have to tell you, I actually have always felt that something was coming, because it is not, as anyone who has ever dieted and has a weight issue know, it is not as easy as calories in, calories out. That is what every skinny person, not every doctor, but most doctors try to tell us. It's calories in, calories out. I got news for you, it's not. And I can also tell you that the way that my skinny friend burns calories is different than the way I burn calories. We can eat the same thing. She's not going to gain a pound, and I am going to get on the scale and I'll be up 4 pounds. It's just the way it is. It's the way my body runs. It's the way her body runs. Um, so this gives me hope. This gives me hope. And I know there's people out there that are going to be like, oh, you're just fat and you want something to be lazy and not have to do the work. Trust me when I tell you I've done the work. And I think most fat people can tell you they've done the work. I've been on a diet probably 100 times in my life. I have restricted, I have been hungry, and it didn't work. It didn't work. And so this gives me hope that we're on the breakthrough. We're on the brink of a breakthrough to maybe having a solution for those of us who have a weight issue. So, fingers crossed, everyone. That was a really exciting card to end on. Thank you, Spirit. Yay. And so, with that exciting note, from my heart to yours, have a wonderful